so updated. It's like the highest level of what's new in this field. And, you know, just thank you very much for coming and for sharing this with me and allowing us to give a platform. And I'm so honored, Anna Maria, that you and Brian came and that we have this honor to be part of what you're doing. So from my heart, I really, really thank you for being here with us. Oh, and thank you, of course, to Shlomo and Shula Goodbye, because they're the ones that brought Anna Maria and Brian.
אנחנו מעבירים דף שאתם מעוניינים לקבל את החוברת שמופיעה 4 פעמים בשנה מהמכון היפוקרטס, אז בבקשה למלא את הפרטים באנגלית, את הכתובת באנגלית, והם ישלחו לכם את זה בדואר בחינם במשך השנה הראשונה. לא חתמתם על זה. עכשיו, יש לי את העתק של החוברת האחרונה שיצא, וגם פה אני אשאיר את זה פה על השולחן, ולקראת הסוף ליציאה אתם יכולים לקחת אחד מהעתקים. תודה רבה.
Well, let me tell you how humble I feel to be here in the Holy Land in so many ways, that we think about your country and we have visitors from your country coming over. The thing is, you know, what I'm going to talk about today is not only new things, very ancient things too. And, you know, in our daily life, I use these things with our guests every day. In our daily life, I use it with our 4 children. That 3 are grown up now, but 1 is still home, and he still get hurt in soccer and all kinds of sports, and you know, things happen when you have children. And we have never had to bring our kids for vaccinations or antibiotics, and things happen naturally for any child. And they've gone through infections and inflammations, and everything has been dealt with naturally, like your mothers and grandmothers had to do too. So I want to take you through a journey of what we do, natural things too. So I have a book called Health and Healing. It's great on its health. So, for example, when we have arthritis, let's say we have it in our hands or in our feet. The first part, it could be osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, you name it. It could be gout. If you have that kind of inflammation, that eventually leads to calcification. You know, inflammation always leads to calcification because your body has to protect itself from the craziness that's going on. So it will eventually calcify. It will give you gallstones, kidney stone, arteriosclerosis. You know, it always calcifies eventually, even with cancer. So here now I have my hand, and I would take a sock, like a tube sports sock, cotton sock, and I put it in warm water, and I put 6 ounces, a cup of wheatgrass juice onto it, and then bring it just a little bit so it's still very wet. And for the hand, I put my thumb in the heel, and I put a plastic bag over it, tuck it in, and then I put a dry sock over this, again, my thumb in the heel, so I make a mitten, and then I sleep like that. It creates excess circulation. Now there's more blood coming to this area, plus the wheatgrass is working. Next morning, I massage every joint of my fingers, and I keep doing it internally and externally. So I do it both ways until I don't need it anymore. You know, with my feet, one thing is if you have socks, if you ever have socks that are tight on your ankles, always take a scissor and cut down to the beginning of the foot, because if it's tight on your ankle, you cut the circulation, and same thing, dip it in warm water, add the wheatgrass juice, put the sock on the foot, put the plastic bag, tuck it in, and then I take a dry sock. So I'm creating a sauna, really. For my knee, I take a big towel, a middle-sized towel, and then dip that in water, add the wheatgrass where I need it, wrap it around my knee, take a plastic bag, open it both ways, step into it, and tuck it in, and then take a dry towel. So the same idea, it's wet, it's plastic bag, and it's dry. And I can do it for elbows too. A lot of people come with psoriasis, and we pack even like this for that too. Eye wash, wonderful eye wash. You can do it twice a day. You can drink wheatgrass twice a day too. So what we do, we take a little eye cup, and you can get any pharmacy. You fill half water, half wheatgrass. So you share half. And then what you do, stand in front of the sink, put the eye cup here, close your eyes. And here I open my eyes, look from side to side, up and down, and then I just rinse, do the next side, close. Here I open, look from side to side, up and down, and then I rinse. Wonderful. Great cleanse for the eyes. And we'll get to more about the eyes, because that's definitely one of my favorite things to work with. Wheatgrass used to drink 2 ounces twice a day. Now if we want to do our hair, so what if we are graying early, or what if we just have medical treatments and we want to really work on it? You know that Ann Wigmore, when she had colon cancer, she turned totally gray. And when she was healed, she got her hair color back. Totally came back. So sometimes it's stress, that kind of stress. And she never did chemotherapy. And a lot of times with that we have. So we take 6 ounces, we take a cup. Now, if you're blonde, you will change your hair color with wheatgrass unless you wet your hair. So what you have to do, shower so it's really wet, then you pour the wheatgrass, have a shower cap right away, and leave it in 15 minutes, massage it to your scalp, and then you rinse. But you have to have wet hair, otherwise you pick up the green color. Yes. So, well, that's great. Anyone implants headaches? A lot of people, when they come and you change diet, you get off coffee, you might stop smoking and all the sugar that we ate. So a lot of people get a headache. But one of the first lectures at the Institute is how to clean your colon. Because you clean your colon the day you have a headache. Believe me, half of it or maybe all of it will be gone. So we do an enema, which is just water, and then we do implant. And implant is wheatgrass juice, and that is fantastic. You can do implants with a little baby syringe. You can buy them in pharmacies, those little, that you clean the nostril for the babies. You can fill that, that can be enough. You squeeze it like this, and you fill it up. You lubricate with some coconut oil or olive oil, and you take it rectally. You can take it in the morning, in the afternoon. It is an incredible liver cleanse, because guess what? We have something called a hepatic vein. It goes between liver and large intestine. And when you take this implant, which doesn't just have to be wheatgrass. Let's say I don't have any wheatgrass. I could do parsley juice. I could take watercress juice, I could take dandelion juice or nettle juice, whatever you have, and I could take it. But I need something strong chlorophyll, a strong chlorophyll. When I take it, I actually not only cleaning the colon, I'm cleaning my liver. So it's been fantastic to do. And if you never did enema, maybe you should go to somebody who does colonic first. And we have colonic therapists at the Institute. Every guest gets one during their stay, and some people buy more. But that is like 30 enemas. An enema is a bag that takes a quart of water. And you think, a quart of water, who can take that? And then not holding it. So but you take it and you immediately let it go and you massage your colons and you will have a good movement with that. But then after that, you do an implant. So that is being great. And of course we have to drink enough water, and Brian talked to you about how important it is that we drink good water. That you set something up at home that really will help you. Eczema, psoriasis, we did this already, although the poultice, this is more for lumps, cysts, and tumors. This is how we do. We actually have the gauze here. We take some kind of pad for, let's say I have a lump in the breast. How can I treat that naturally now with a poultice? You can get those bed pads that we use in hospital. That's what I use for this, because when you pour wheatgrass on a normal cotton gauze, it will go right through. So I need something that holds it. It's plastic on one side. You never use plastic if you have an open wound, only if it's closed. So let's say I have a lump that I can really feel and see. This is perfect. So I have this pad here. I have the gauze. Then I take the pulp. Now, when you make wheatgrass juice, how many of you ever saw wheatgrass juice being made? Yeah, so you have, right? So when you have wheatgrass being made, pulp, the dry grass comes here, and the juice comes here. That is what I use as packing. So I spread it here, and then I pour the juice over, like 2 ounces over that, and then I put it on. Now, if it's my face, my neck, or my breast, I only leave it on 2 hours max. If it's my leg or I have a lump in my other parts of my body, it's okay all night. But you can do it twice a day. So a lot of our guests do it twice a day. Sometimes I have people with basal cell carcinoma. They might even have had surgery before, and they need to prevent it from coming back. Then they can do smaller on the scar and work on the scar. Also, we have a company that makes a cream we call it Radiance, which is glutathione, which has been fantastic for prevention for sun damage, but especially people that have had skin cancers. So we use a lot of that for our guests too. And of course it comes from the inside, Skin cancers really comes from our lifestyle, the stuff we put on, the cosmetics, the creams that we put on. But we use poultice all the time. So you see people, they have them here, they have them here, they have them